Hands lifted through the sky, music shook the crowded square. Rumi walked toward the staging, lights and voices everywhere. Cold hands wrapped her in the chaos, Jinu pulled her from the line. Used a blinding field of light, hid them from the public eye. Metal slammed behind her back, lift doors locked before she screamed. Cabin dropped below the streets, falling fast like broken beams. Zoe watched her signal vanish. Mira knew who caused the break. Both rushed through the glowing dancers right beneath the lantern. Rain below the old foundation. Rumi struggled in the ties. Jinu forced the access code, set the traps before her eyes. Tension rising, systems tightening. Rumi losing ground. Panels humming, digits climbing. No escape was found. So we found the maintenance doorway, dust and rust across the frame. Mira snapped the stubborn lock, dropped inside without the flame. Rumi fought the glowing binder, sharp threads tightened with each try. Jinu stepped from shattered glass, struck at them with narrowed eyes. Mira blocked the sudden strike, so we cut his stance in half. Device fell onto the floor. Rumi pulled against the trap. Zoe pressed the shifting buttons like restraints dissolved to dust. Rumi rose and hit the console, circuit sparks blew out in burst. Darkness swallowed every corner, footsteps echoed up the stair. Three of them climbed toward the surface, leaving Jinu falling. Lantern shadows, warm air rising, crowds above in view. Rumi breathing, Mira steady, Zoe pulling through. They emerge beneath the gold, lanterns drifting overhead. Jinu seized by festival guards, dragged away through lights of red.
Let go of me, I haven't done anything.
Rumi held her friends beside her, thanked them for the path they chose. So we laughed and promised more. Mira said, don't walk alone. Rumi climbed swiftly up the final wall. Coaches praised every move she made. So we watched quietly from the padded floor, jealous tension growing in her chest. Practice ended, but Rumi stayed behind. Chose the hardest route to climb again. Zoe slipped backward to the rear support, loosened one hand, halfway up the wall. Rumi moved upward, gripping each new hold, reached the midpoint where the anchor shook. Metal snapped loudly under her weight. Rumi dropped straight down between the mats. Mira heard the crash, turned at once. Rifles beat to find where Rumi had fallen. Saw two heavy mats, jammed tightly together, then down again to the gap. Mira tried pulling, but the weight refused to shift at all. Calling Rumi's name through the strain. Get ready. Dust rose sharply on the climbing floor. Footsteps echoed across the gym. Mira braced harder with her shaking arms, heart pounding at every gasp. So we ran over, claiming it was a slip. Mira saw hardware lying by her shoe. Her eyes locked firmly on Zoe's face, realized instantly what she had done. Zoe stepped backward, trying to avoid her gaze. Mira pushed harder on the wedge-thick mat splits. With one last effort, she forced them apart, pulled Rumi out, trembling from the crush. Mira held Rumi, helping her to stand, checked her breathing and her injured arm. Warm relief settled when she stayed upright, but Rumi struggled through the pain. They crossed the white floor, past the holds, moving slow as Zoe watched from distance. Gym lights flickered on the chalk-stained wall, then on again through the doors. Rumi leaned on Mira while the climbing roots blurred behind Zoe, frozen where the mat still lay. Noise died slowly through the empty gym. Cold air settled in the quiet space. Rumi breathed steady though her arm burned faint. Mira walking close to guide her out. Zoe stood shaking near the fallen gear. Tears rolled down as regret hit hard. Rumi and Mira left without a word, leaving Zoe alone beneath the
Almost as stunning as you are right now.
Rumi checked messages just before dusk. Saw Jinu asking her to meet and talk. She walked softly to the mansion pool, smile expecting just a quiet date. But she froze still when she reached the tiles.
That is almost
Saw
as stunning
Jinu
as you are.
standing close beside Mira. Rumi stepped forward, trying to ask why. Mira shoved hard, sending her underwater. Cold waves crashed up in a sudden blur. Rumi kicked wildly, fighting for the air. Jinu kept laughing by the slipping tiles. Mira's hand locked tightly onto his. Zoe heard the splash, dropped her bag, dove straight inward, pulling Rumi from the water, wrapped her gently at the edge with blankets and out again. Near the lights, Rumi whispered broken questions through her tears and fear. Zoe holding her until she calmed. Night winds echoed through the mansion paths. Soft lights flickered past the gate. Zoe stayed steady at her trembling side, silent as the truth sank in. Morning screens lit up the company hall. Camera footage played before the crowd. Everyone watched Mira push her down. Jinu laughing as she fought the pull. Mira froze shaking in the open glare. Jinu bound low, staring at the floor. Rumi walked forward with Zoe near, stood firm, watching both betrayals show. Mira cried loudly, dropping to her knees, begged for
sorry.
mercy with her
I'm
voice
sorry.